Hey, how's it going everyone? So, if you watched my last video, you know that we brought home my white 1990 S10 and I said I was going to part it out and take some stuff off of it. One of the things that I actually wanted to keep that I forgot to mention was the heater core, because I had just replaced that as well as the water pump on the motor. So I figure it's kind of a common issue for the heater core to go out sometimes, and I just wanted to show you guys actually how easy it is to replace it or service it or whatever on the first gen S10s, because it's ridiculously easy. So that's what we're gonna do today. So let's get after it. Man, it's crazy how much dirt and dust gets in here just from months of sitting. Alright, so we're probably gonna start with the hardest part, being getting these hoses out. The reason I say it's the hardest part is because you have to reach up all the way up in there to get to the clamps on the hoses, and that's probably literally the hardest part about this job, because it's so easy. So this is a 5/16. Put on the hose clamp. And that clamp is good. Maybe. There we go. Slide that clamp forwards, and then actually I'll probably have to pull this hose off to get to the other clamp. So probably some water is going to come out. I don't know if there's any coolant in this system or not. Okay, that was kind of a little bit brutal, but as you can see, first hose is off, so we can get to the clamp on the second one now. We put a different size hose clamp on that one. That one. Now we pull this hose off. There we go. There's actually a little bit of coolant in there. Alright, so that part's done, so now we move to the interior. Alright, so moving to the interior, you can see we've got a good puddle of coolant going. When I originally did it, the hoses were not hooked up to the heater core because apparently it had broken beforehand. So I put this one in, and it's obviously functional, and now there's coolant on the floor, but it's alright. And like really old receipts, some garbage. Alright, so I took this panel out a long time ago because I wanted to keep the radio with me after the truck was not in my possession for a while. But you will need to take this panel off, as well as the lower tray thing here. Then the glove box needs to come off. Luckily for me, like most S10s, thing is broken, so that's a pretty easy job. Take all the crap out of the glove box. Alright, so this door will need to come off, so let's get that off. Alright, so once you get the door off the glove box, there's two bolts on the top area here. There's one right there, and right there. And those are the two that are on the top up here that you really need to get out to get the rest of the plastic case thing off and get to the heater core. So these can be pretty difficult to get at, but the one over here by the radio, on the radio side, you should be able to just get out with wobbly end extension. So let's do that. Alright, so I'm trying this out with a 6.5 size socket. I'm not sure if it's the right size, but we'll see if we can crack this little bolt loose here. We got it. Okay, yeah. And it fell, which is always great. Alright, so that one's out. It is a 6.5, or at least it cracked it and made it work, so you should be able to do that yourself. As for the one back in here, right here, let me point. Oh gosh! It's right, that little bolt right there. A little bit harder to get to because the back of the glove box here is like totally right in the way, so you have to go at an angle and then it angles down as well. So we're gonna try to put one of these little U-joint extensions on it and see if that'll give us enough travel to get that one out. Okay, I lied. You can actually get at it with just a wobbly extension. You don't actually have to have the U-joint extension thing, which I guess most people might not have. Helps if you get a ratchet that ratchets and doesn't just spin. Also, you want to be super careful about not losing your socket down in here by accident because that's a pain to get back out. This guy's putting up a little bit of a fight, but it is turning slowly. Alright, now that one's out. Really not that big of a deal. The worst part is just trying to get the socket on it, but once you crack it loose, it comes out really easily. Alright, excuse the wires. Those probably will not be in your truck because they're custom fabricated. Anyways, so come down to here. There's one bolt right here, one bolt right in the middle, and over here as well, up in here. I'm pretty sure it's just the 3, and you need to get those out. Alright, with all 3 of those removed, should be able to break this free. This light might be in the way. Pull the light out of the way. This will pull down. Work it out. Oh yeah, pieces breaking off, that's good. And there is the heater core. So these 2 little straps right here, there's a bolt on the bottom of both sides. So I gotta loosen that up a little bit. Loose enough to get it out of the way. Do the same with the other side. Just a little bit. Then you should be able to just pull it out. Maybe. pull out the heater core, I guess. So I'd actually suggest taking off the straps or unbolting them all the way. Just make it easier on yourself. It'll just pop out. Looks like we crushed a few fins maybe on the plastic thing that I was trying to get out, because it didn't want to come out. But yeah, there you go. Heater core is out. And you can see up in here, 2 holes that you just set the lines through. Just reverse the process, you're good to go. Alright everyone, I think that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you found this video helpful or at least somewhat entertaining or anything. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with the rest of the build. Make sure to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. I always forget to say that in the end of my videos, but I've been meaning to. I'll have it on the screen down here, as well as there's a link in the description in every video. Alright y'all, I think that's going to be it. See you next time. Take it easy.